Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome finally to the Flex and KG show.
I gotta put my hands up. I gotta put my hands up, bro. Listen, community, I let you down. All me. If you're wondering why this show's starting at this time, me. Walking around. Listen, I weren't thinking about this show. I was just thinking about hate for Arsenal. I was in North London, got here 6. Bro, I got my red pea suit. I got my festival, bro. Yeah? I was chill, bro. Nah, apologies, everyone. Waiting for your show. It's I've got to take full responsibility. It's
To be
me.
fair, when it's full responsibility taken, full accountability taken, that's all that needs to be said.
Bro.
I was sitting here going, where's this brother? Where's he? Let me ring him. And I'm hearing niceness in the backgrounds, just fans, just sun, bird. I'm here. You know how mad it is to hear the sun? You know how mad that is to say,
No,
I can hear sun and I can hear blue skies, bro.
You spoke to me, and the way I must have sounded to you, it didn't sound like, he's like, yeah, we got a show. I goes, oh, bro, literally, like, I spoke to you like, what? Why are you calling me right now?
Yeah, like, I'm like, he's ringing me like, I'm not meant to be ringing him. He's not meant to be in my company. Like, it's not. This is not.
Yeah, I'm in the room. I'm in the studio. I'm in the studio waiting. That's it. But yeah, let's get to it though, because there's so much to talk about.
There is a lot to talk about, man. Smash a like on the video, peeps. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Subscribe to all of our channels. The links are in the video description below. You lot know what it is. Go show up the love and run it up. Right, it's time to talk Matheus Cunha and Liam Delap, because it's gone one step further. It's gone one step further. And according to Give Me Sport, Ben Jacobs, he's gone one further. Manchester United are poised to open discussions with the representatives of Matheus Cunha over a potential move to Old Trafford, alongside Liam Delap, as preparations are made for the summer transfer window. Man United are prepping to open discussions with him over a potential move from Bolton Wanderers. That's from Danny Rust and Ben Jacobs at Gives Me Sport. So Ben Jacobs is going strong on this, saying that talks are basically beginning. Our talks are starting.
Let's have it right. Ben Jacobs wants his respect. Ben Jacobs wants to be seen on a mountaintop with like people like us, SJA winners. You know, Fabrizio Ornstein. There's a long list of people that, you know, are highly regarded. And now, you know, he's trying to get his his numbers up. So we have to respect what he's doing. He's breaking news, bro. Now this can go one way. It could be a Custis situation where we talk about Wan-Bissaka, you know, like it could be that. Or Ben Jacobs could be a source that we go to this summer.
Could be breaking news, bro. This could be real breaking news.
This is it. Like, he could be somebody that is breaking, because, you know, when we think of the main guys, we think Ornstein, we think Fabrizio. No one's ever said Ben Jacobs. And he saw us walk up, take a picture of Ornstein. He's got a couple gongs. We got one. And he said, nah, enough. I'm breaking news. I'm on the phone to Liam Delap. I'm on the phone to Cunha. What's going on? And I want to, you know what? I want to believe Cunha could happen.
Yeah,
the Delap one, I've been told by some people in the community that we like each other too much here on the red carpet. There's no pushback. Why are we accepting scrubs? What kind of club are we? How dare we look at a player like Delap? So I've actually passed the message back to you. How do you feel about that? Because some people are saying there's too much kumbaya on the red carpet. We're not disagreeing enough. We're just accepting takes, and we're all chatting rubbish. We're just allowing scrubs to the club. What do you say to that?
Well, everyone's got their opinion. So if you think Delap's a scrub, then fair enough. You think Delap's a scrub if that's your take. I don't think he's a scrub, and I do think we have to align and think where we are. If we can get Delap and Cunha, that makes this Man United team instantly better. Instantly better. You have to look at where we can be shopping in. So my thing was, what do I prefer? What do I want? I want Osimhen. You heard me say it. I don't want to be bucking. I said unequivocally, no, nothing. I don't want no project. I want
unequivocally.
Yeah, I said I want Osimhen. I don't want to be waiting. So that's that. I don't understand, you know what I mean? But I'm not naive enough to think that just the Man United snobbery of we can't be looking at someone like Liam Delap because that's where we are. This team's 14th, bro. This team's 14th, in the league. 13th in the league. Probably going to finish around 14th or something like that. We're not going to be able to just jump to get all of these bad boy transfers. Like, we're going to have to understand that we're going to need some middle ground. We're not going to be able to go and get top man the whole time. Yeah. So the reason why I'm not doing the whole scrub, what do you mean? That, like, you can feel a little bit uneasy, but I wouldn't go as far as to say that there's no chance he can do bits, because like other teams do it. Other teams go and get players that are going to get relegated or in teams that are lower down in the league, and it's viewed differently. Do you know what I'm saying? There's pros. What I'm saying, people acting like there's no pros of Liam Delap coming here is just, I don't get that.
They're saying that he's a lot similar to Rasmus Højlund. That's the argument.
He's better than Rasmus. He's better than Rasmus for sure. I'll say he's better than Rasmus for sure. For me, does more, occupies the front line. Yeah, absolutely better than him. This is his first season in the Prem as well. He was in the Championship at Hull last year. He got 8 goals, and he's playing in the shittest team in this division. The same way how Matheus Cunha is playing for one of the shittest teams in this division, and he's got the same goals as Cunha roughly. So what are we doing?
This is the thing, because it's hard. You know what? Let's have it right, Flex. It's hard.
People are just looking for the outrage because it's Delap, bro.
Yeah, we can't agree. We can't agree on anything. In this fan base, we're going to fight about everything, bro. That's the main thing. You know, a lot of people are going to act as if, Delap's not good enough. He'd probably go somewhere else and say, that's one we could have had. Wasn't it Caicedo? Yeah? Caicedo. When he was not even 5 million or something, I think we heard about him.
Yeah, we didn't get him. Yeah,
pre-Brighton. Yeah. And we always used to say, when are we going to sign the gems? When are we going to sign the guys before? Now,
exactly. Bro.
I don't know if Delap is going to become a gem, but you have to take a punt. You're going to have to take a punt for a player like that. This is not obviously Caicedo money, but sometimes you can only take the risk. Like, Dorgu will be a risk. Hopefully, it's going to turn out to be a good risk. But even if it doesn't work out, because of how much we bought him in for, it's low risk. Even that player, what's this other guy? You don't really feel the pinch of it. Gone to Feyenoord right now. He's the left back. Good friends with Rashford. Malacia. That could have been a mistake, but then that's not going to be a massive mistake like the likes of Mason Mount, Anthony. These names there that you're like Cunha's the biggest risk. If we're going to spend 60, Cunha is the bigger risk than anything. And if that doesn't work, we can say, well, we brought in another great player who we've killed at this club.
Exactly. And then Cunha, just on him, because it's obviously about both of them, preparing more talks for Cunha. Like, I'm here for it. Like, I don't think as well, that we can get both. I don't believe that we can go and get I want Osimhen. So I've made that very clear. That's who I want prime target number 1. But I also understand that if we get Osimhen, in my opinion, I think that we don't get Cunha. We can't afford 2 big staple. Like, Osimhen with the finances of that, the price. Let's say they drop it. Because he needs to get out of Napoli. Let's say they do drop it to like 50 million, but the wages, 55. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, plus the wages.
We can manage we can manage interesting wage.
Get both.
We can manage an interesting wage. That's one thing I will say. Because how much he's getting paid at Napoli? Not crazy money. So he's not going to go heavy up in... I don't believe the Italian league is playing super wages. Are they? Do you want to have a look?
But I know, but I know he wants... I know he wants big P's. 10 million euro a year. What's that? What's he on? There you go. What's he on? He's waged on one, because obviously it's going to be split between 2 people.
Well, what's he on now? That's the question.
This is one player, Osimhen. There you go. History, season 25. Gross. So he's on 100 and Napoli, Galatasaray 24-25. Oh, so they're splitting it. So Napoli are giving him 192. Ross. Hold on. So Galatasaray are giving him 192 grand a week, euros.
Yeah.
And Napoli are giving him 98.
So he's
because
at
obviously it's
250.
split.
He's like a 250.
Yeah, he's a big,
280.
yeah.
He's big wages. He's a
Big
Casemiro wage
wages.
type
Yeah,
man.
he's big wages. He's big wages.
But
So
Man
that's what I'm
United
saying.
don't we have a space for like a couple big, like you take Rashford off the books and you give like it's a cheaper wage than Rashford, but giving that money to a goal scorer, I'm up for that, you know.
Yeah,
I
but
haven't got no
it's
issue.
50 and the 50 million, and then Cunha's going to come. You have to pay his release clause in installments, so you have to pay more than the 62 million that his release clause actually is. So say you say 65 or 67, so you can stagger it out. Plus, he's going to want Cunha's going to what? Let's be real, 1/5, 120, 1/5, 25 going into his prime.
1/5, 140.
He's a big. He's going to want that. He's going to want that. You see what I'm saying?
140, but that's all right. What's Cunha on now? Can you check me what Cunha's on? Because I know he's not on. He can't be on a mat.
I could do that. England Premier League. Wait a minute. There you go. Salaries, club, Wolverhampton, mate. Wolverhampton.
He can't be on something crazy.
No, I don't think he'd be on crazy money there. There you go. He's on 90 bag a week. No, 90 grand a week.
Yeah, man.
He's a joint top earner.
Slap or what?
90 grand a week. He'll be 150. He'll be 150.
Yeah, you done well.
Minimum. That's minimum.
And then after you can, obviously there's bonuses in there, you know, so there's bonuses, achievable bonuses. And he probably can do something like that with Osimhen as well. If you're banging in the goals and scoring for us and making us successful, you can have the money, bro. If you're delivering for what we need, give him some money. But again, this is why there's some people in the chat now saying they don't want to give out these type of wages. Well, then that leaves you with Delap. That's what.
That's what I'm saying. So, as Owen always says, we speak out of both sides of our mouths, bro. Yes. Like you said it perfectly. We want the gems. We want the this. Where's the value in the market? Oh, yeah. And then it's like, but we're dead and we're 14th. Might not. I'm saying we're going to win Europa League out of like we're going to win it, but let's be real, we might not. Yeah. Say we don't win the Europa League and we got no Europe. And we got being told we got no P's, got Sell Academy, man. But all of a sudden, we should be going to get Gyökeres. We should be going to get Wirtz. We should be going to get freaking all these top man. They're not going to come here. Get real. So when you're saying, "Oh, this scrub Delap," why are you not pushing back on that? Because you have to get real. Whoever said that on your thing, my thing back to them is get real, bro. Like who do you want? Who do you want? Like who do you want that's really going to come here? And do it. Like I'm not saying like I said, I want Osimhen. I'm not saying that Delap is
we both do
100%. You know what I'm saying? But if we're being honest about it, we can't be turning on. We're not in a position of that old Man United to be like, look at a player from Ipswich who just got relegated. Are you mad? We're Man United. No, we can't do that.
That Man United thing is just
it's dead. We got Hoyland up front. We got Xerxes there playing in the thing. We got a young Dorgu trying to find his way. We got a guard.
But there's money. Like, this is the thing, right? There's money. Like again, Imran Omar, members chat, which is brilliant. Big up to you, bro. Ericsson, Lindelof, Evans combined 330k per week. Cunha wages. So you're saying we can manage a Cunha and somebody else. There's a lot of players. There's a lot of players leaving that we can really, offset the funds correctly. Like take Anthony off the books. That's going to help. Obviously, we need to get Sanchellini off the books somehow, some way.
100%.
That will help.
He's going to come back and become our problem, probably.
Potentially, there's a chance. There's a chance that could happen, and we'll try to revise it when we go on that tour to Asia. And that's going to be the piece where if he has a couple good games, people are going to start getting excited and saying,
that's what the real thing is, KG. That's what the real thing is, and I get it. We're talking from a place of fear, and rightly so, and lack of faith in the decision makers. That's really where we're talking from. If we had a track record of getting these type of men and flipping them into good players, it wouldn't be this guy's a scrub. It'll be, well, listen, I back them because the last 4 guys we got, I weren't sure, and look at them now. There's no track record to lean back on, bro. Every time we move players on and replace them with somebody else, the conversation comes back to bite us in the backside about, look, the Alanga thing is perfect. It's a perfect example. This only last week, because he scored against us as well, so it set it up even more to talk about him. It's now, bro, we let this guy go for only 15 million and he's better than what we got. He should be playing for us now. It's look at Rashford. He's embarrassing Amorim. Look, he's running around now. It's look at what's his face? Anthony. Do you know what I'm saying? Look, now he's doing good. You know, this, that, and the other. Like every time we let players go, McTominay, you're going, oh, I tell you what, them goals from midfield. I tell you what, now I tell you what, all of this stuff, bro. But it's because our recruitment is shit. So we have to start somewhere. It's the same way I say to neutrals who always say to me, oh, why would he want to go to Man United? Why do you want to go there? You ruin everyone. Why would you? So basically, we can't buy no players. We can't buy no players because if we get like players who are like a bit higher level, big money, you go, Man United doing the same thing again. Your team's shit, but you're spending big money on just that one guy. What's he going to do? Same mistake in the past. If you go lower to say, this is where you're actually at. This is the this is where you're shopping, bro. You're in Lidl. You're in Aldi. Do you know what I'm saying? That's where you have to go.
That.
You have to understand where you're at. But if you do that, it's these man are scrubs. Why are you going to places like that to sign these players? But if third in the league, Forest go and get Delap, where he's tipped to go,
and then he does, and he does play Champions League.
Then he's wicked. Then he's wicked. It's a wicked move.
And we should have got him. We should have got him.
There you go. He was available for 40 million. So we can't win.
Yeah, you can't win.
We don't know what we want. We just want someone who's going to be successful. But because we don't have it, we're scared, bro. The truth is we don't really know. The Osman thing can happen. Let's be real. Might not work, mate. I'm saying that I want him and he's, you know what I mean? You never know.
What do we do? And then what do we do? It's another one. Because like I got excited about all the players that was coming, to be honest, and only for it to turn into nonsense. So we can't win until the team start winning. That's the truth. We are not going to win until results match it on the pitch. You know, like that's just how it's going to be. We got a player that scores goals and is good, and we don't even like him in terms of in the likes of Bruno. He changed his opinion on fans, and he puts up numbers. But again, when we go fine tooth comb and say, well, what kind of numbers is he putting up anyway? So at this club, we're always going to have that until silverware. You know, and this week is a great week in that conversation when it comes to silverware. Leon, obviously Arsenal playing Real Madrid, big game. Our game, it just goes and shows the levels. We're doing do or die and don't know what we're going to do against bloody Leon.
We don't know if we can beat Matic. Matic, Maitland-Niles, Lacazette, and them, man. And we're like, listen, please just win this thing. But you're telling me we can't buy Liam Delap. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying?
And our rivals are playing bloody Bellingham and then Mandera all pulling up. And that's a game that you should be worried about. We're worried about like foolishness, bro. But it just shows our level at the moment. We have to be honest with ourselves. We're not we're Man United in name, but in class and talent and what's there, we're not there.
That's why we have to stop this snobbery.
It's a rebuild, and this is it. Like, and we've done so many rebuilds that it's like fire the architect, fire everyone. But we're in for it again with this new guy, and we're hoping it's gonna work. Or December, there'll be calls for his head again. If he has a season like this, he'll
probably
be
earlier.
If we're here in this position next season, sorry, we won't even. If December comes and we are here, he's going to get sacked.
Yeah, unless Ineos are really doing the nose off to spite the fake because it's their guy and they've invested in him and want to give him more time. But 100%, I agree. Like you can't afford to have this type of thing. And he's saying it, bro. This ain't you just going extra. He said, I know, like by this time next year, we have to be much better than this. He's saying it. Super Art says, have we really looked at Delap, not just his goals, actually playing in game? I'm not sold yet. He doesn't track back like many hated Rashi for. I think he does work hard. Whenever I watch him, I think he does work hard. He occupies the line. He's a shit house.
Yeah.
He's got good touch. He's strong. Again, he's got things to work on. He's not polished. It's his first season at this level, but I think there's something there. Red Baron says, how much wages?
How old is Mateta, by the way?
I think he must be about 26, maybe. 26, 25. Wait a minute. 27.
Kind of the age that people want to get once.
That's what I'm saying. That's the ready-made thing. So would you rather him for 40 million, guys? Mateta in the chat. Liam Delap for 40 million or Mateta for 40 million? Who are you having?
One you can still sell on. I don't know if you're going to sell on Mateta if he's got sell-on value. Delap has the sell-on value.
But then what does the sell-on value look like if it flops where you don't want him there no more? Because as we've seen, that value is dead.
Well, no, never is it going to be. Is he going to be so bad that he can't accrue
20.
25 million for him plus.
Well, we thought that about Anthony, mate, when he was 80 million, and
No,
look where we are.
was the offset.
Look at Jadon Sancho, mate. They're trying to pay us 5 million to send him back. So off that logic, you have to be careful when you say, what, we can't get 25 million off the 70 whatever we paid. No, we can't, mate. They're trying to pay 5 to give him back to us.
Listen, I don't think he's gonna be. I hope he's not. He can't be that terrible. He can't.
I would like to think not. Red Baron says, how much wages do Liverpool?
He's a Man City guy, innit? Like, no one knew that Rodgers kid was gonna do that. Hopefully, this is another good one off their block.
They got loads, bro. They got loads. Even Douglas Luiz was from there. Pedro Porro was from there. Flipping bare people. James Trafford's gone on now. He's doing all right. Like there's loads out of the academy, bro. Red Brown says, how much wages do Liverpool give out first contract players? Screw our overpaying. It's the reason we're in our position. We're in our position right now. And Shenanigans been a member for 4 months. Says Osimhen will cost 150 million over 5 years, 30 million a year. Delap 65 million over 5 years, 13 million a year. That's an 85 million difference. All about if the club can afford that. And that's what I'm saying. We all got these wise ideas of like, don't get that scrub, etc., etc. Mateta 28 this summer. You know, what do you want? What do you want? And that's just what it is. Like,
we'll have him for one season if he's almost 30, bro. We're gonna have him for one season if he's almost 30. We need to get,
and then you
go get a new one. We need to get a new one. We need to upgrade.
And it's not like he's top level. Like Osimhen's a bit different because he's like a higher level. You see what I'm saying? He's a higher level, but realistically, if we're being honest, it's levels in performance, in ability. Sorry, because
I'm using Liverpool because we praise these teams. Yeah, Liverpool have got their best. They had their best players in almost about to walk out on a free. That's not. You can't use them as the measuring stick for how they're managing things, because that's a disgrace. The fact that Salah, Virgil van Dijk, if we did that, do you know how we'll be killing the Glazers, Ineos, and anyone for that? We was already mad at Herrera's contract getting run down. You know what I mean? So, like, imagine how it would feel about, I don't know, Wayne Rooney. He can talk to any club. He would have been able to talk to any club in January. What? Wayne? Wait, hold on. People that are still at the peak of their powers, we wouldn't be happy about that. But of course no one would, bro. Like, even Arsenal used to get cussed for that when their players ran down their contracts. Imagine Saka we didn't know where Saka was getting at the end of the season. What? Wait, what? Wait, hold on.
Run down.
We don't know where they don't know where Salah's going. Like, it's not official yet. They're still like, I think he's staying. I'm saying he's staying, but Fleck, we actually don't know.
Yeah, you don't know yet.
Fabrizio and David Ornstein hasn't said.
Yeah, so it means they don't know yet. You can't say it. Yeah,
which means, and them man know. I'm saying so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's putting yourself into that position. And just to finish off on those two, for me, if we add Cunha and Delap, for me, that's an instant upgrade. Like, from minute 1, game 1 of the new season, you go, we're better up front straight away. Straight away. Like, you know what I mean? He can get you 15 goals, Cunha. We've seen that back-to-back seasons, roughly around them type of numbers and counting, coming back off his ban. Delap has got Cunha's got 13 goals in the league this year. In one of the worst teams. He did around about the same. I think he did 12 last year, so he's already gone past that, and he's got more games to play. Delap has scored, I think, 12 Premier League goals in his breakout season for Ipswich Town. That's something. And when you see some of his finishes as well, like they're proper strikers finishes, and we're actually. So that would make us better. So I'm for that. If we can, you're talking about people who fit the system, people who can give us what we need. He can do that. Do you know what I'm saying? He can do that. It's really clear. You know what I'm saying? This week, Thursday, obviously, it's massive, bro. Like, I know you said you need us to lock in, like toxic positivity vibes. Everyone just be on it. Everyone just forget all your biases. We all come together. Nobody on no agendas. Everyone knows who their guys are, who they're always looking out for, expecting criminality. Just leave it at the door. And it's about harvesting that type of energy, bro.
I want to let you know, I got hit up today, a call earlier today, asking me if I could make my way on the flight, yeah, to another country, yeah, this week. I said I can't go. I said unless it's Friday, I can't go. I said unless my flight is, they was like, yeah, we want to leave on Thursday. I said, I'm telling you now, yeah, I can't tell anybody here that I'm getting on a plane Thursday morning on the day of the match. There you go. I said it's impossible. I said I can't unless you can book my flight that I
Got a late one on Thursday,
late Friday. That's the only way, or I can't come. That's exactly how it went. I said I can't tell anyone, no one in the community. I can't tell anyone this message. So, yeah. I swear to God, this is the true story. This is a true story. Like, and the person knows who they are. They hit me up saying, we got something. It's big. We need to leave. And I said, hey, nah.
Not yet, mate. Not yet, mate. It's got to be after that because that's what we're dealing with. That's what we're dealing with.
We must, everyone has to do the right thing. Right now, yeah. And that's the bag. Right now, Man United, because I even thought when I was making the decision, I said, I can't be on a plane when this game's taking place. I can't.
For Leon.
Yeah,
quarterfinals, Europa League.
No, I can't be.
Look where we are. Look where we are. You can't even live your life, bro. You can't even, but in it though, you can't even.
One day, when I tell you, when you see, because you'll work out after, like, as the week goes on, and you'll see the opportunity and be like, swear down. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Hell, man. That's where we are. But I respect that. Like Nessie says there, I'm proud of you, Mr. Gary. We do appreciate that. Yeah, we do appreciate that because it is leading up to that. And I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, you know what? For me, you got to be like, nah, man, that game there, we got to get it right. We got to make sure we don't fuck up so that we're losing on the way back. That's the thing. We have to be at least a draw.
We need to score some goals.
Of course, but
we need to score 2 goals. But that Onana picture thing is pissing me off. Every time I think about it, I just think
he shouldn't have said it. Yeah, he shouldn't have said that. He shouldn't have said it. I don't know why he said that. There was more context though. He didn't just only say that, but it's a problem. It's a big problem. And I don't know. I just know how important this game is, innit? And they just have to find a way. Bro, it's like I said, it's Matic in them, man, bro. I spoke to Andy Brazel, as usually Andy Brazel, Tim Vickery, like they're like some of the experts. Andy Brazel's European expert as well. He was good talking about Leon and like, so Man United got a chance, definitely. You know, they're not amazing, but he was saying how we were vulnerable away at Sociedad when we conceded got that penalty. He goes, if you do that against their attackers, they've got guys who can like change the game quick in spurts because they attack quick.
We're going to learn about this. What's it? Cherky. We're going to learn about him real soon. Man United fans have been glazing this guy to the next level. So I'm going to get to see him. I saw some clips online. I get to watch him 90 minutes.
Yeah, he's got the nice, you got to look yourself. Exactly. Because, you know, I know Zubimendi's a different player, but it was like, he was out the first leg. He's back in at Old Trafford. He didn't do nothing. Like, but Cherky, listen, he's got talent. You can clearly see it. Let's see if he moves to us or not, or we just bad him up. Red Brown says, True Flex has to wear gloves in public now. I don't have to wear gloves in public. I promise you that.
Yeah,
I promise you that, man. So there you go.
Right,
people, listen. Everyone's going to be watching the big one, of course. We're praying on Arsenal.
Join me. I'll be here on DR Sports hating on Arsenal right now. Write it down. I'm on DR Sports. Me, Raul. Expression.
I need that, Raul. Shut up. I need the Raul. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So yes, big up, man. And also, I'm gonna have a reaction on my channel later on Football Flex about with this game as well. Hopefully, cussing Arsenal and laughing at them. Although I'll be honest, I don't think they'll get beat tonight. That's what I feel. That's what
I hope Jakob Kiwior has the
stink. Oh, please. I need Mbappe just to retire that youth. But yeah, Anyway, all right, guys, we're out of here. Take care, man.
Peace.
Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace.